I would love to talk you through how to get one of two free Salesforce accounts. The first type is for a developer, and the second type is for a non-profit organization. Let's talk through the first one. If you go into Google and you type in free developer account Salesforce, it'll take you to the following options. Now, you will also see a free trial Salesforce 30-day option. That's not the one you want. What you want is the developer edition. So if I click the developer edition, it's going to take me to this page right here. And what it will ask you for is to sign up for a Salesforce.com account, right? So you'll put in your name, your last name, your email address, all right? And then in this case, you would be a developer, all right? This really doesn't matter. It's just for Salesforce's use, all right? You'll put your company in, your postal code, and your username. Now, the key thing about a username is that it must be an email address, and this is the email that you will actually use to log in to Salesforce. Once you log into Salesforce, it'll take you to the following page, which will provide you with an overview of different Salesforce products, resources, blogs, and trailheads. What you want to do is actually go to the top and click My Developer Account. Once you do that, you can select your email and it will take you in to the Salesforce Lightning experience. In this edition of Salesforce, you can look through the different objects that we have at the top and you can begin to customize the information that you have to meet your needs. What I recommend you do is you play around with this edition and see that it may be different to the edition that you already have, or it might be brand new to you. And what I recommend you do is you go through and look at the different objects available to you and where they are. Another important piece of information is to make sure that you think about the classic setup, which is the setup right here, or you can go back to the Lightning service that I showed you earlier. In the classic setup, it has just different, you can access your objects here at the plus sign, you can go down and search for them, and you can also customize using the setup options. I recommend beginning in the organization setup, to adding new users and playing with this Salesforce setup that you have. And also feel free to take the tour. If you're in a non-profit organization, you may want to take the Salesforce non-profit edition of Salesforce. If you type in Salesforce non-profit free, the name of the Salesforce organization that gives you is the non-profit editions and pricing, okay? And what this will give you is the overall non-profit package that you are able to access. What you're looking for here is the Power of Us program. If you click the Power of Us program, what you're able to do is get a 30-day free trial, but you're also able to apply for 10 free licenses. And if you apply, you are able to actually see the different requirements that you're going to need. So let's take a look. If we click Apply, we'll have different settings that we need to submit, for example. And I want to take you back to one of the key questions that you're going to be asked. I've shown you where to click to apply, but a key question that you're going to be asked is the eligibility. If you click the eligibility button, it will show you the settings that you are able to get. You will get discounts, as well as training and events and access to nonprofit and education specific group types. It will also give you a sense of what eligibility requirements are per region. After clicking all other regions, you can see that, for example, in Australia, you need an ACNC registration or DGR versus Austria, where you need a amazing word over here. There's a certificate of eligibility. So what this will do is, given your situation, whether you're in a non-profit or for-profit organization, I recommend reading through these documents. If at the very least you would like a developer account, feel free to follow the first part of this video, which showed you how to get a free developer account. Remember that contacts won't automatically be loaded in. You would have to load some contacts into that in order to run your reports and to play around with the Salesforce capabilities in that experience. However, if you're in the non-profit world, I highly encourage you actually, to register for the 30-day free trial and apply for the 10 free licenses from Salesforce with the documentation that it asks you for.